Well, it is fuchsia time, and I'm with Ron Monnier at Monnier's Country Gardens, and fuchsias are just your #1 plant here, and they're just gorgeous this year.
Well, thank you.
This one is just so pretty. I just love the small little flower.
This is Flash. We consider this one to be our hummingbird magnet.
Well, aren't all fuchsias hummingbird magnets?
They can be. When we certainly have our hummingbirds around here.
Oh, I bet. And right behind us you have some, and the flowers are bigger than Flash, but they're just really gorgeous.
These are some of our new hybrids.
Pretty.
We've been hybridizing here for a couple of years and are selling quite a few of them now.
Oh, this one is pretty, and a great name here.
Yeah, we call this one Party Girls.
Really pretty, nice two-tone, and it's a more upright variety.
Yeah, we are growing this one upright in a container and are doing some trial work with it in the ground.
Ah, that's nice. Now, you know, I always plant my fuchsias in the shade, but you have some tips for us.
Fuchsias, when they're grown in containers, you really want to keep them in the shade. They don't
Okay.
like hot roots, but when you plant them in the ground, they can tolerate a lot of sun.
Oh, well, that's interesting, because I know tomatoes you can plant a little deeper. You can plant that, you know, the crown of the plant lower into the ground, but
Yeah.
fuchsias.
That's one of those things that a lot of people have a hard time with when they're planting fuchsias,
Sure.
because we have always been told that you're not supposed to plant things deeper than pot.
Right,
But fuchsias
right.
are really one of those plants that benefit greatly from that.
Well, that's interesting. So thank you so much for that. And now this one is pretty with this kind of dark and light
The hybridizing's
two-tone.
been kind of fun in that we get to name the varieties. We named this one for our grandson, Beau Richard. So we call this one DebRons Beau Richard.
Oh, beautiful. And then what's the one on the end?
This is, Debbie thinks this one looks like Dancing Girls.
Oh.
And so we wanted to name it for a dance. We named this one DebRons Hokey Pokey.
Oh, great. And it is all what it's all about?
That's exactly right.
Now, Ron, any other care about these fertilizer, things like that, going forward into summer?
Fuchsias are really heavy-feeding plants, and I think where a lot of people fail is not keeping them fed good enough. So when you have your fuchsia in a container, make sure you use something like a good slow release, like an Osmocote kind of product, or just making sure that you feed it weekly with a water-soluble fertilizer.
Ah, and good water, especially if they're in containers.
Yeah, and keep them watered
wet.
every day. As it starts to get warmer here in the valley, you want to keep your containered fuchsias in a cooler spot. Keep them out of the sun. Again, fuchsias don't like hot feet, and so keep them as cool as you can to keep them happy.
Okay, and I know a lot of people have summer houses out at the coast, so is there any other care for out at the coast?
You know, over at the coast is where fuchsias just love to be in the summertime because it is a little bit cooler over there. It's just a great place for fuchsias to live.
And you know, there's a great event coming up this week, Friday and Saturday, and you'll be there with all of your beautiful fuchsias.
We will. It's the second year for us there. It's just a really great event.
Yeah, it's called Gardening on the Edge, and it'll be in Newport, and there's going to be so many events going on. William and I will be there, and you can come out and see Ron and all these gorgeous fuchsias. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds really good.